Hello again. It's Teacher Mel. I've come up with a series which I call Slay with Words. The first in the series is about better adjectives. The second is better verbs. And this week's video is still about the verbs, but as promised, it's about why active verbs sometimes win over passive ones. Let's start, and let's use the same verbs, the 12 most essential verbs in the last video. But we'll make it more about active verbs. Well, first, what's voice? Why do verbs have voice? Voice tells what or who the focus of the action is. What or who does the action? What or who receives the action? It applies to this most basic sentence structure. Subject, verb, object. We use the active voice construction when the actor or who does the action is the subject. Passive when the subject receives the action. So, why do active verbs win over passive verbs? Active verbs convey a more direct, stronger, and clearer tone. They help readers visualize or have a clearer picture of what really is going on. There are 12 verb tenses, those that tell us the when part of an action or a verb. However, we'll use only 6 of the 12 because they are the most commonly used ones. Simple present, simple past, simple future, present continuous, present perfect, and the present perfect continuous tense. Take note of the active and the passive voice forms. We say speak or speaks. The passive forms am, is, are, spoken to. Spoke, was, were, spoken to. Will speak, will be spoken to. Is, are, speaking. Am, is, are, being spoken to. Has, have spoken. Has, have, been spoken to. Has, have been speaking. Has, have, been spoken to. Take note that both the present perfect and the present perfect continuous have the same passive form. Has, have, been spoken to. Let's do it one by one with an example. We say, Anna speaks to her boss as an equal. Who speaks? Anna. The subject, Anna, does the action. On the other hand, we say, Anna is spoken to by her boss as an equal. Who speaks? Anna's boss. The subject, who is Anna, receives the action. This time, let's take walk. This verb needs a preposition. There are many that we can use. We can say walk by, walk around, walk over, and so many others. Today, let's use past. Walk past. Its passive voice form is am, is, are, walked, past. So we say, people walk past the store without even bothering to look at it. Who walk past? People. The subjects, people, do the action. Now let's look at the passive construction. The store is walked past by people without even bothering to look at it. Not really a bad sentence, but it's not more about the store than the people, isn't it? So here's a better sentence for that same context. The store doesn't seem to register at all in people's consciousness. The third most essential verb on the list is go. And let's have it in its present continuous form. Its passive voice form is am, is, are, being, gone. So we say, foreigners are going to the country now more than ever for leisure. Now, let's read this. The country is being gone to by foreigners now more than ever for leisure. What have you noticed about the passive sentence construction? Sounds funny, awkward. So now you have a clear example of a passive verb making a sentence sound really funny. It's very unnatural. So if the subject is more about the country, it will work if stated this way. An unprecedented development. The country is now attracting foreign leisure travelers. Here's a study and then simple past tense form. Please check 8 and then simple future tense form. On this slide is drink, and its present perfect, active, and passive forms. Has, have drunk, has, have been drunk. This time around, let's have the present perfect continuous forms, active and passive. And let's use one of the most common action words, clean. Have a look. Again, if the focus is more on the room, not on the hotel staff, the passive sentence construction can work if said this way. The hotel room was left very dirty by the guest. The housekeeping staff has been cleaning it for an hour now. Please check these other verbs. And here is a better sentence for you. And we're down to the last verb on the list. Do. Let's use the simple future form of this verb. So we will have will do. Passive form will be done. So we say, I'll do my homework as soon as I get home. Past tense construction. My homework will be done as soon as I get home. Do they mean the same thing? Here's a better one. My homework is usually take a lot of time to do because of its difficulty. It will be the very first task I'll do when I get home. Sounds like you're making a firm resolve to do it as soon as you get home. If that's the message you want to put across, then you've got the right sentence. By this time, you should already know why active verbs sometimes win over passive verbs. To sum up, the two questions you should ask yourselves are: what or who is the agent of the action? What or who is the bigger focus of the sentence? If it's the subject, not the object, use the active verb form. And that wraps up today's training. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss content that will help you not only write better, but also in a much quicker way. Thanks, and see you next week.